Hello, I'm Ty Mason from the diabetescouncil.com, a researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. Today I'm going to answer the question, are dried figs good for diabetes? But before we get into that, make sure you download my free diabetes management book, which also includes a diabetes grocery shopping guide, Foods to Eat and Avoid, by clicking the link below. The fig tree, which bears figs, is a member of the ficus family. Technically, the fig is not a fruit, but is rather an infrutescence, which means that it is formed when multiple flower buds and plant sexual organs fuse together. A true fruit is made up of a single plant ovum that comes from just one blossom, but it is acceptable outside of a botanist lab or home to call them fruit. Drying food preserves most nutrients and protects it by removing the moisture that bacteria, yeast, and molds need to live. But while drying destroys some of the nutrients like vitamin C, removing water concentrates the material that is left. This means jamming more calories, dietary fiber, and vitamins and minerals into a smaller space. But it also means that you're going to be jamming in calories, carbs, and sugar. This means about a quarter cup of dried fruit has much of the same calories, carbs, and sugar, etc. as a cup of fresh fruit, since fruit is approximately 75% water. Now, nutritionally, dried figs are very low in saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium. It is also a good source of dietary fiber. The GI of dried figs, 61. That's a medium level food. But the GL, which actually tells us what the food will do to our blood sugar after eating it, it's 43. Remember, anything over 20 is considered high. There are 95 carbs, 371 calories, and 71 grams of sugar in a 1 cup serving of dried figs. Now let's compare that to fresh figs. In a cup of fresh figs, there are only 148 calories, 38 carbs, and 32 grams of sugar. Still a bit high, but much less than the 71, which brings the glycemic load down to 16, which is a medium GL food that is okay in moderation. So are dried figs good for diabetes? No, they aren't. If you want to have figs, opt for fresh, but only in moderation. Fruit is good for a healthy diet plan, but the fig is better left to the Newton and away from our plates. I hope this answered your question. Are dried figs good or bad for diabetes? Don't forget to get your diabetes management book by clicking the link in the description box below. And as always, let me know if you have any other diabetes-related questions. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ty Mason.